Amid the blazing heart of northern Namibia, a vast sea of white stretches endlessly beneath the sun, silent, gleaming, and seemingly devoid of life. This is Etosha, a land sculpted by salt and wind, where beauty is born from desolation. When the rains finally arrive, the transformation is nothing short of miraculous. The lifeless pan becomes a shimmering lake, drawing countless flamingos from across southern Africa. For a fleeting moment, the emptiness erupts with color, pink wings reflecting against silver waters, a dance of life that vanishes as quickly as it appears. As night descends, another world awakens. Rhinos, ancient and armored, emerge from the darkness to drink under the pale moonlight, ghosts of a wild Africa that still endures. To the Ovambo people, this is Etosha, the Great White Place. Since 1907, it has stood as one of Africa's oldest sanctuaries, a realm where survival writes its story in dust, salt, and silence. Welcome to Etosha. Welcome to the Great White Wilderness, where life defies the impossible. Often called the crown jewel of Namibia, Etosha National Park is home to 4 of Africa's iconic Big Five: the elephant, lion, leopard, and the critically endangered black rhino. Across the sun-scorched savannah, herds of African elephants roam with deliberate grace, their trunks probing the dry earth for traces of moisture. Lions stalk the dusty plains, their movements silent as they track the faint hoofprints of fleeing antelope. In the tall grasses, leopards remain hidden, still as stone, waiting for the perfect moment to strike. In 2024, Namibia endured its most severe drought in over a century. Across Etosha, waterholes vanished. Hippopotamuses, creatures inseparable from water, were left stranded in drying mud, their skin cracking under the relentless sun. Blue wildebeest and plain zebras pressed onward in endless search of water, their journey guided only by instinct and hope. By early 2025, the rains returned. With them came renewal. Grasslands sprang to life and the park stirred once more. Giraffes, steenbok, and rare species like the black-faced impala seized the opportunity to graze, drawing predators in their wake as Etosha's life cycle began anew. Located in northern Namibia, roughly 500 kilometers from the capital Windhoek, Etosha unfolds as a majestic sanctuary in the heart of southern Africa. By day, the sun scorches the land. By night, the sky unfurls into a tapestry of stars. Spanning over 22,000 square kilometers, Etosha stands as one of the largest and most significant nature reserves on the continent, a vibrant heartbeat in the wilderness south of the Sahara Desert. From May to October, the dry season envelops the park in a harsh, unyielding heat. Dust swirls across the landscape beneath a relentless sun, setting the stage for a timeless cycle of survival that repeats each year in nature's own rhythm. Daytime temperatures frequently soar between 35 and 48 degrees Celsius, creating an intensely arid environment. Natural water sources all but disappear, and even the shallow seasonal pools gradually evaporate under the unforgiving sun, leaving only a handful of scattered waterholes, mostly artificial or sustained by underground springs. As water becomes scarce, herbivores are forced to converge at these remaining oases. Their concentrated presence attracts predators, turning these few watering holes into reluctant battlegrounds. Here, the delicate balance between hunter and hunted plays out in stark contrast, survival and loss intertwined in the unforgiving rhythm of the dry season. During this time, Okokwejo emerges as a vital refuge, drawing visitors eager to witness the remarkable biodiversity that thrives against the odds in this harsh landscape. Located just 17 kilometers from Anderson Gate, Okokwejo is famed for its floodlit artificial waterhole, where visitors can observe wildlife around the clock, day and night. The black rhinoceros, with its powerful build, stands up to 1.5 meters tall and weighs around 1,400 kilograms. This formidable creature carries two horns that grow continuously throughout its life. These horns are essential tools for defense and play a crucial role in fierce encounters with rivals. Despite its name, the black rhino's skin is actually ash gray, often appearing brownish from a coating of dust and mud collected during wallowing, a vital behavior that cools the body and wards off parasites in the scorching heat. Unlike the white rhino, which grazes on grass, the black rhino is a browser. It uses a pointed, prehensile upper lip, almost like a finger, to grasp tender leaves and pull them from thorny shrubs. It can survive several days without drinking water directly, extracting much of its moisture from the vegetation it consumes, an essential adaptation in this arid environment. Yet the dry season remains a relentless test. As water evaporates almost completely from the earth, even the smallest rain-fed pools reduce to salt-crusted cracks. Artificial waterholes like the one at Okokwejo become vital refuges. Here, even the typically solitary black rhino must share space with other wild animals, drawn by the rare presence of water. During the day, the searing heat drives life into the shade, but at night, under the soft glow of floodlights, the silhouette of the black rhino emerges. Its heavy frame moves steadily toward the water, ears flicking attentively, nostrils drawing in the scent of old tracks, a territorial behavior that quietly asserts its claim on this shared sanctuary. As of 2023, Namibia is home to over 2,200 black rhinos, representing more than one-third of the species' global population. Etosha National Park alone holds over 70% of this number. But with such concentration comes a heightened risk of poaching. Despite the protection offered by dedicated rangers, GPS tracking, drones, and even horn trimming to deter illegal hunting, the black rhino faces a threat far greater than nature itself: the relentless greed of humankind. The parched earth of Okokwejo trembles beneath the heavy, steady steps of a herd of blue wildebeest. Standing about 125 centimeters tall at the shoulder and weighing around 200 kilograms on average, these antelopes possess a strong, muscular build. Their coats shimmer with a deep silvery gray hue, often catching subtle hints of blue in the sunlight, complemented by a long black mane and a thick beard along the chin. Despite their bulky frame, blue wildebeest are surprisingly agile. When threatened, they can reach speeds of up to 80 kilometers per hour, a vital adaptation in Etosha, where predators are never far behind. These animals live in herds, ranging from a few dozen to several thousand, a social behavior that plays a crucial role in shaping the unique ecology of Kalahari. As specialized grazers, blue wildebeest primarily feed on short grasses that quickly sprout after rainfall. Their digestive systems are finely tuned to extract nutrients from coarse, low-quality vegetation, an essential advantage during the long dry season when food becomes scarce and less nutritious. At Kalahari, artificial waterholes provide critical lifelines during these harsh months. Wildebeest typically gather at these watering points in the early morning or late afternoon, avoiding the blistering midday heat that can push temperatures above 45 degrees Celsius. Approaching the water in loose formations, their eyes constantly scan the surroundings, ears alert to the faintest sound. Subtle gestures, a flick of the tail, a brief grunt, serve as silent communication, maintaining the herd's cohesion amid the quiet tension of the moment. By grazing steadily and moving frequently in search of fresh grass, blue wildebeest prevent vegetation from becoming overgrown or stale. Their feeding habits encourage new plant growth, enabling the landscape to renew itself with each rainy season. This process supports a diverse array of smaller species, from insects to birds, which thrive in the healthier, more dynamic ecosystem the wildebeest help sustain. Migration is one of the most vital behaviors for blue wildebeest, yet this instinct is increasingly disrupted across much of Africa. Artificial barriers, expanding road networks, and land development have fragmented their habitats. At Etosha, migratory routes still exist, but are becoming more restricted as available living space shrinks. A study published in early 2024 warned that herds confined to smaller areas are showing signs of genetic decline. Loss of genetic diversity poses a serious threat to the species' ability to adapt to future environmental challenges, including prolonged droughts and shifting climate patterns. Often seen moving alongside herds of blue wildebeest, plain zebras make their way steadily toward the scarce water sources scattered across the heart of the savannah. Amid the withered grasses and cracked earth, their presence brings a flowing rhythm to the monochrome landscape of the dry season. Medium-sized among Africa's wild equids, plain zebras stand about 1.3 meters tall at the shoulder and can weigh up to 350 kilograms when fully grown. Their distinctive black and white stripes form a unique pattern for each individual, like a biological fingerprint. These stripes serve multiple purposes. They help regulate body temperature by promoting air circulation and disrupt the visual focus of predators when zebras move together, creating confusion. In Etosha, especially around the Akaujo waterhole, plain zebras live in social groups known as harems, small units consisting of one dominant male, several females, and their offspring. These harems often gather to form larger herds, particularly during the dry season, when the urgent need for water and food drives them to travel collectively. Plain zebras are strict grazers, specializing in short grasses that quickly regenerate after rains. Their grazing helps regulate plant biomass by clearing older vegetation, allowing fresh growth to thrive. This behavior is crucial for maintaining the vitality and balance of the shared habitat. Seasonal migration is a defining survival strategy for plain zebras. Depending on climate and grassland conditions, some herds travel up to 1,100 kilometers annually in search of sustenance. However, within Etosha National Park, migration patterns have become less uniform. Scientists have observed partial migration, where only some individuals embark on long journeys while others remain near permanent water sources like Awakens. This behavioral split reflects both the species' adaptability and the increasing influence of human-made barriers, fences, roads, and environmental pressures such as disease outbreaks like anthrax, which tend to surge during the dry season. As of early 2025, the wild population of plain zebras is estimated between 150,000 and 250,000 mature individuals. This represents a decline of about 25% since the 1990s, driven primarily by habitat loss and illegal hunting. Although not currently classified as endangered, the species faces mounting challenges. Fragmentation of migration corridors due to urban development and agricultural expansion threatens its long-term recovery, raising concerns among conservationists about the future of these iconic grazers. As herds of plain zebras gather around the shallow water holes, a lion's gaze locks onto them from the shadows. At Awakens, predator and prey engage in a silent battle of wits, where hunger, thirst, and the searing heat, often soaring above 48 degrees Celsius, become weapons wielded by nature itself. During the dry season, Awakens becomes a crucial crossroads where the cycles of life converge. Prey animals have no choice but to approach the dwindling water sources, drawing both predator and prey into an inevitable confrontation. As the number of animals grows, so does their vigilance. Lionesses adapt their hunting strategy, shifting from pursuit to ambush. They use the low, dry grass, ancient earth mounds, and even the shadows cast by the crescent moon to conceal their presence. One lioness often moves deliberately toward the herd to divert attention, while 2 or 3 others silently circle through the brush, cutting behind the prey and forming a tight arc. Once within striking distance, less than 30 meters, the lionesses crouch low before erupting into a sudden burst of speed. The savanna grass seems to explode into motion as a powerful leap carries the lion onto its target's back, bringing it crashing to the ground. The hunt ends swiftly with a firm bite to the throat. An adult lion, with its powerful build, broad chest, sturdy forelimbs, and razor-sharp teeth, can bring down prey twice its size. Even so, lions in the wild have a relatively low hunting success rate, only about 20 to 25%. A pride must secure several successful kills each week to sustain itself, including the young members who are not yet able to hunt. In the scorching heat of the Namibian desert, lions conserve energy by resting up to 21 hours a day, preparing for the demands of their nocturnal hunts. Unlike most other cats, lions are social animals, living in groups called prides. A typical pride consists of related females, 1 or more adult males, and their offspring. The females maintain the social structure, raise the young, and do most of the hunting. The males, with their iconic thick manes and roars that can carry up to 8 kilometers, use their vocalizations not only to mark territory, but also as a clear warning to potential intruders. Amid the hazy dust of the savannah, the low rumble of a lion's roar echoes through the Awakens night, a solemn reminder that life is a sacred gift. To hold on to it, every creature must fight on, part of a wondrous design woven by the Creator. From nature's perspective, there are no heroes or villains, only instincts divinely given to endure. In the golden light of the late dry season sunset, each step of the African elephant stirs a veil of dust across the semi-arid savanna. These giants, standing up to 4 meters tall at the shoulder and weighing as much as 7.5 tons in adult males, are the largest land animals on Earth. Despite their immense size, they move with quiet majesty. Their wide, fan-shaped ears unfold like sails, while their long, agile trunks can delicately pluck a small branch or draw in dozens of liters of water within seconds. Their curved tusks, iconic and striking, vary in length depending on the mineral content of the soil. In regions like Etosha, where certain minerals are scarce, elephants tend to grow shorter tusks compared to those in eastern or central Africa. Elephants are never solitary on their journey for survival. Each herd is a tightly knit family, led by an older female known as the matriarch. She carries the longest memories, able to recall the locations of seasonal water sources, safe travel routes, and ways to avoid threats from predators and humans. This matriarchal social structure is deeply generational, where survival skills are passed down, not just through instinct, but through learned behavior, memory, and observation. A form of knowledge that transcends basic instinct. During the dry season, the landscape transforms dramatically. As natural waterholes dry up, vegetation withers, and the cracked earth reveals the scarcity of moisture. Elephant herds are forced to travel dozens of kilometers each day in search of water and food. At Okaujo, year-round artificial waterholes provide a crucial refuge where herds gather to drink, bathe in mud, and cool themselves, spraying water over their backs or tossing mud to protect their skin from the sun and repel biting insects. The African elephant is a herbivore, consuming up to 150 kilograms of plant matter daily and drinking as much as 100 liters of water. Their diet includes grasses, leaves, bark, and occasionally fallen fruits. With such massive consumption, elephants act as true ecosystem engineers. By breaking shrubs, toppling small trees, and carving pathways through dense vegetation, they create space for other wildlife to thrive. Moreover, seeds that pass through their digestive systems help sustain plant life cycles across the savanna. Unlike migratory species such as antelope or zebra, elephants move in seasonal cycles guided by the matriarch. Her long-term memory enables the herd to revisit water sources from years past, even when the landscape has changed. This knowledge is vital for survival in the ever-shifting environment. While African elephants can live between 60 to 70 years in the wild, their journey is fraught with challenges. Poaching for ivory, habitat loss from human expansion, and conflicts with local communities continue to threaten their populations. As of 2024, estimates suggest between 350,000 and 500,000 African elephants remain in the wild. In Namibia's northwestern regions, including Etosha, focused conservation efforts have helped stabilize elephant numbers. Central to this success are monitoring systems, armed ranger patrols, and conservation infrastructure at key waterholes like Okaujo, ensuring these magnificent creatures continue to roam their ancestral lands. Under the searing sun, the cracked ground of Etosha bears the marks of time, as the common ostrich strides confidently between the few remaining waterholes. Though flightless, this extraordinary bird has adapted perfectly to the semi-desert landscape, equipped with long legs, remarkable speed, and exceptional endurance. Standing up to 2.8 meters tall, ostriches rise well above the reach of most predators. When threatened, a powerful kick from their muscular legs can deliver a serious blow to any would-be attacker. Yet their greatest defense lies in speed. Capable of sprinting up to 70 kilometers per hour, ostriches are true long-distance runners of the semi-arid savannah, where the horizon stretches endlessly. Despite their imposing size and defensive abilities, common ostriches rely heavily on group living strategies to increase their chances of survival. During the dry season, they travel in groups ranging from 5 to over 50 individuals, moving together between water sources in search of food and hydration. As omnivores, their diet is diverse, including dry leaves, seeds, roots, insects, and even carrion. When water is scarce, they shift their diet toward moisture-rich plants. Thanks to an exceptionally efficient digestive system, they can go long periods without drinking, extracting and retaining water directly from their food. At Okaujo, where precious underground water is pumped into artificial water holes, common ostriches gather alongside other herbivores. This is no place for peaceful rest. It is the center of a quiet struggle for survival, with predators never far away. In this high-stakes environment, the common ostrich is equipped with the largest eyes of any land animal, measuring up to 5 centimeters in diameter. These powerful eyes allow them to detect subtle movements at great distances, often sensing danger long before other species. During the breeding season, their behavior becomes more animated against the backdrop of the parched landscape. Males select open patches of land to perform their signature courtship displays, shaking their heads, stretching their necks, and kicking up clouds of dust with their feet. If accepted, the female lays her eggs in a shallow nest dug by the male directly on the ground. A single nest can hold up to 60 eggs, each weighing around 1.35 kilograms, larger than a baseball. In Atoya's harsh conditions, these eggs become tempting targets for a range of predators. Both male and female take turns guarding the nest, enduring ground temperatures that can soar beyond 50 degrees Celsius. The existence of the common ostrich stands as a testament to remarkable adaptability in the semi-arid savannah. In a world where speed, awareness, and social coordination are key to survival, this bird continues to run for its life, carrying the primal heartbeat of Africa into the future. The waterhole at Halali sustains a remarkable diversity of wildlife. Its dense vegetation and rugged terrain create an ideal setting for nocturnal predators on the prowl. Soft lighting, thoughtfully placed around the water's edge, allows visitors to observe these nighttime dramas unfold without disturbing the actors of the wilderness. It offers an intimate and tranquil safari experience at the heart of Etosha's wild expanse. After the soft, fading footsteps of the greater kudu at dusk, the air grows still. So still that even the gentle fall of leaves seems to echo across the pale limestone plains of Halali. It is in this breathless silence that the leopard appears. A master predator, cloaked in shadows, it moves like a whisper, eyes locked on the faintest movement. What follows is not a chase, but a standoff. A silent battle between instinct and survival, where the fragile tension between hunter and prey is etched into every second of stillness. With males weighing between 30 and 72 kilograms, and females ranging from 20 to 43, the leopard is perfectly balanced between power and agility. Its muscular frame is built for stealth and strength, ideal for stalking through the low woodlands and rugged terrain of Halali. Their coat, ranging from pale yellow to rich gold and patterned with distinctive black rosettes, offers near-perfect camouflage. Under the dappled moonlight filtering through the mopane canopy, they vanish into their surroundings, ghosts in the darkness. Leopards can live up to 17 years in the wild, making them one of the longest living big cats. They are also among the most widespread. In Etosha alone, their population density ranges from 0.5 to 3.8 individuals per 100 square kilometers, with numbers highest in areas dense with vegetation and prey, like Kalahari. Solitary by nature and predominantly nocturnal, leopards rely on ambush over endurance. Rather than pursue prey in open pursuit, they watch and wait, sometimes for hours, from a concealed perch or deep within the brush. Then, in an instant, they strike, swift, silent, and surgically precise, often delivering a fatal bite to the neck. After a successful kill, the leopard reveals another rare trait among big cats: it climbs. Dragging its prey high into the branches, sometimes as far as 6 meters off the ground, it secures the carcass out of reach from scavengers and rivals. This use of vertical space showcases not only strength and agility, but an energy-efficient strategy that sets the leopard apart, a predator as elegant as it is elusive. A big cat's meal would be far more complete were it not for the arrival of one of Africa's most relentless intruders. Raspy, broken calls echo through the night like a stifled, mocking laugh, announcing the approach of the spotted hyena, one of the continent's most persistent and aggressive scavengers. Not as powerful as a lion nor as swift as a cheetah, the spotted hyena owes its dominance to sheer endurance, tightly knit social structures, and unmatched adaptability. It is the most widespread carnivore in sub-Saharan Africa. Weighing between 45 and 70 kilograms, females are typically heavier than males, a rare trait among carnivorous mammals. With a sturdy build, muscular neck, and a powerful jaw, the spotted hyena is built for efficiency. Its pale yellow coat, dotted with dark spots, makes it unmistakable across the savannah and the scrubby woodlands of Kalahari. Its jaws are among the most formidable tools in nature, capable of exerting over 448 newtons per square centimeter. Large bones, hooves, even teeth, nothing is off limits. This unique digestive capability allows them to consume almost every part of a carcass, transforming them into nature's ultimate recyclers. During the harsh, dry seasons of Etosha, this efficiency becomes vital. Though often dismissed as scavengers, spotted hyenas are, in truth, accomplished hunters. In some populations, success rates can reach an impressive 67%. They hunt in small to medium-sized groups, working in coordination to bring down large prey. In Kalahari, where herbivores gather around shrinking waterholes, hyenas exploit the rugged terrain, lying in wait for an ambush or seizing the opportunity to steal a kill. It's a strategy that highlights their remarkable flexibility and opportunism. Equally fascinating is their complex social structure, one of the few matriarchal systems in the animal kingdom. Clans may number over 50 individuals, with females holding dominant status. Each clan controls a vast territory, marked with scent and reinforced by vocalizations. Their signature laughter is no joke. It's a sophisticated series of vocal cues conveying emotional state, social rank, and coordinating group behavior. These sounds resonate across Africa's savannas, dry forests, and semi-deserts, from Senegal to Namibia. In Etosha, especially around the Kalahari region, the spotted hyena thrives. Here, its adaptability meets a well-managed conservation environment. Within this ecosystem, the hyena serves a critical role, not just as predator or scavenger, but as nature's sanitation crew, curbing disease by efficiently consuming what others leave behind. Unlike the raucous commotion of a spotted hyena clan, another nocturnal predator moves through the darkness in utter silence. From above, the spotted eagle owl glides effortlessly on velvety wings, its flight so silent it leaves no trace in the night air. One of the most widespread owl species in southern Africa, the spotted eagle owl, measures around 45 centimeters in length, with a wingspan stretching between 1 and 1.4 meters and weighing less than half a kilogram. It may not appear formidable in size, yet it possesses a suite of biological advantages that make it a master of the night. Its gray-brown plumage, dappled with white spots and fine bearing across the chest, offers perfect camouflage against the limestone outcrops and dry-season scrub of Etosha. A pale yellow facial disc and glowing eyes allow it to detect the faintest movements in near-total darkness. Its true ears remain hidden beneath facial feathers, while the prominent tufts atop its head, often mistaken for ears, serve instead as visual signals, raised or flattened, to express emotion or ward off threats. As the dry season contracts the range of prey species, drawing them toward water sources like halali, the spotted eagle owl adapts. It refines its hunting strategy using its near-silent flight, enabled by specialized feather structures on its wings and tail, to approach prey undetected. A swift swoop from a low perch can end in an instant, claiming a rodent, small bird, reptile, or even a large insect with effortless precision. In addition to keen night vision, the owl possesses extraordinary hearing. Its feather-lined facial disc acts like a satellite dish, allowing it to locate the source of even the faintest rustle. In this way, the owl becomes a key player in controlling rodent populations, especially vital during the dry season when outbreaks of mice and hares can devastate already depleted vegetation. But the spotted eagle owl is not only a hunter. When threatened, it adopts an impressive defensive stance, crouching low, wings spread wide like an umbrella, ear tufts raised, and emitting a raspy hiss to startle intruders. On rare rainy nights during the dry season, it may be seen perched with wings outstretched, as if bathing in the rain, a hauntingly beautiful image of an animal so deeply attuned to the rhythms of the wilderness. A dark silhouette glides slowly across the silent sky. Neither hurried like a predator, nor delicate like a migratory bird, the lappet-faced vulture moves with solemn purpose, a quiet sentinel above halali. With a wingspan reaching nearly 3 meters and a posture that borders on meditative, it is Africa's largest vulture. Its bare, pinkish-red head and loose folds of skin, known as lappets, drape elegantly along its neck, a natural adaptation that helps keep bacteria at bay. This featherless crown is not a sign of decay, but the product of millions of years of evolution, perfectly suited to its ecological role, cleaning up what others leave behind. In Etosha, especially during the harsh dry season, when water is scarce and food even scarcer, the lappet-faced vulture becomes a beacon of efficiency. It can detect carcasses from remarkable distances, and when a large animal falls on the barren savannah, this species is often the first to arrive. Its powerful hooked beak can tear through the toughest hides, muscles, and tendons, opening the feast for smaller scavengers. Contrary to their reputation for passivity, these vultures can strip a small antelope to the bone in under 20 minutes. And on rare occasions, they may even hunt live prey, birds, reptiles, hares, or fish, demonstrating a surprising adaptability and opportunism. Yet despite their prowess, their numbers are in steep decline. As of 2024, only around 6,500 lappet-faced vultures remain in the wild. Their greatest threat, poisoning, often unintentional, as they feed on carcasses laced with pesticides or toxic chemicals. Habitat loss and a dwindling supply of large mammals have only deepened the crisis. Today, the International Union for Conservation of Nature lists the lappet-faced vulture as endangered, a stark warning for its future. In Etosha, its role remains irreplaceable. By swiftly removing carcasses, it helps prevent the spread of bacteria, viruses, and other pathogens that threaten both animal and human life. Without spectacle or glory, the lappet-faced vulture performs one of the savannah's most vital tasks, presiding over the final chapter in nature's cycle and keeping the wild in balance. The black-faced impala is a rare subspecies found only in the arid landscapes of southwestern Namibia, with its largest population centered in Etosha. Here, it quietly endures, its survival a testament to caution, resilience, and remarkable adaptability in a harsh, unforgiving environment. Unlike its more widespread relatives, the black-faced impala is easily distinguished by a striking dark stripe running from nose to eye, complemented by a rich, deep brown coat tinged with a subtle purplish hue. Larger and darker than its Eastern and Central African counterparts, its coloration provides a natural advantage, camouflage against the dust and glare of intense desert sunlight. Rather than forming vast herds, this impala adopts a more intimate, flexible social structure. Groups typically number between 3 and 15 individuals, though during the breeding season, these may temporarily merge into larger herds to better safeguard their young from predators. Adult males usually live apart, approaching female groups only during periods of estrus, before retreating once more. This behavior minimizes conflict and helps maintain stability within the population. As of 2024, the global population of black-faced impala stands at around 3,000 individuals, with only about half of them remaining in Etosha. This subspecies is classified as vulnerable due not only to its limited geographic range, but also the growing threat of hybridization with the more common impala. Yet amid these challenges, Etosha has emerged as a sanctuary, now the largest protected area in the world dedicated to preserving this subspecies. It stands as one of Namibia's proudest achievements in native wildlife conservation. Though it shares the striking black facial stripe with its close relatives, the gemsbok moves with a calm, deliberate gait, distinct from the slender grace of the impala. Its long, straight horns and solid muscular frame lend it a formidable presence on the arid plains. Its sword-like horns, reaching up to 120 centimeters, are among its most iconic features, making the gemsbok one of Africa's most visually distinctive antelopes. A smooth, gray-brown coat, boldly marked with black and white on the face, legs, and flanks, allows it to vanish against the stony, sunlit terrain. During the dry season, when temperatures can soar beyond 45 degrees Celsius and most wildlife gathers at dwindling waterholes, the gemsbok stands apart. It has evolved a remarkable independence from water, capable of surviving for weeks or even months without drinking. Its diet shifts with the season, from dry grasses to roots, tubers, and fruits like the desert melon, all rich in moisture. Remarkably, it can dig over a meter deep into parched earth to unearth hidden reserves, a survival skill finely tuned to the unforgiving rhythm of the desert. Its physiology is equally adapted, capable of tolerating internal temperatures up to 45 degrees Celsius without sweating, conserving every drop of precious moisture. A specialized network of blood vessels in the nasal passages, known as the carotid rete mirabile, acts as a natural cooling system, lowering blood temperature before it reaches the brain and shielding the central nervous system from heat stress. At night, as the air cools, the gemsbok releases stored heat without moisture loss, an elegant thermoregulation cycle, honed by evolution to thrive in one of Earth's harshest environments. Primarily crepuscular, it moves at dawn and dusk when temperatures are gentler, light is softer, and predators are less active. When threatened, the gemsbok can sprint at speeds of up to 60 kilometers per hour, fast enough to outrun most predators. Yet, instead of fleeing immediately, it often turns to face the danger, lowering its horns in a bold, defensive stance. It's a posture so commanding that even seasoned hunters hesitate. In Namibia, the gemsbok is more than just a creature of the wild. It is a national emblem, proudly displayed on the country's coat of arms, symbolizing both cultural identity and ecological resilience. With an estimated national population of around 373,000 individuals, this antelope, has maintained a firm stronghold, supported by stable habitats and forward-thinking conservation policies. Within Etosha National Park, particularly in the quieter, less-traveled regions of Dolomite Hill and Olifantsrus, the gemsbok lives undisturbed, preserving ancient behavioral patterns in a landscape that remains remarkably close to its original form. The Kalahari Desert, a vast semi-arid expanse that stretches across southern Africa, is often misunderstood as a barren wasteland. However, it is a dynamic ecosystem characterized by its unique climate and diverse wildlife. Among the most significant climatic patterns in the Kalahari is the dry season, a period that profoundly influences the intricate web of life within this arid landscape. The dry season, typically extending from May to September, presents unique challenges for the diverse animal species that inhabit this arid landscape. Despite the severe conditions, marked by extremely low rainfall, high daytime temperatures, and limited water availability, animals in the Kalahari have developed remarkable adaptations and behaviors that enable them to thrive during this trying time. Water scarcity is perhaps the most pressing challenge during the dry season in the Kalahari. Many animals must adapt to survive weeks or even months without direct access to drinking water. For instance, herbivores like the springbok and the gemsbok have evolved to extract moisture from the vegetation they consume. Their bodies are efficient at metabolizing moisture from leaves and grasses, enabling them to endure extended periods without drinking. Additionally, many animals exhibit behavioral adaptations that help conserve water. For example, the Kalahari lion and other carnivores tend to hunt during the cooler hours of dawn and dusk, minimizing their exposure to the scorching midday sun. This behavior not only helps them avoid dehydration, but also increases their chances of successful predation, as their prey is often more vulnerable during these cooler times. In response to the harsh conditions of the dry season, many species engage in migratory behaviors. The movement of animals such as wildebeest and zebras in search of greener pastures and reliable water sources demonstrates the instinctual drives that guide survival in the Kalahari. These migrations often lead to the establishment of temporary social structures, as herds band together for safety and resource efficiency. The social dynamics are particularly evident in species such as the meerkat. Living in cooperative groups, meerkats work together to forage for food and protect one another from predators. During the dry season, they become increasingly reliant on teamwork to locate food sources and warn of potential dangers. One meerkat often serves as a sentinel while others search for insects and tubers, creating a system that enhances their chances of survival. During the dry season, parental care becomes paramount, as mothers must protect their offspring from the harsh environment. Predation risks increase for young animals, and many species exhibit heightened vigilance during this time. The nurturing behaviors of mother lions, for example, include moving their cubs to shaded areas during the heat of the day and teaching them essential survival skills as they grow. Life for animals during the dry season in the Kalahari Desert is a testament to the resilience and adaptability of nature. Despite facing significant challenges such as water scarcity, extreme temperatures, and predation pressures, the diverse species that inhabit this arid landscape have evolved remarkable strategies for survival. From behavioral adaptations to social structures and reproductive timing, the animals of the Kalahari exemplify the intricate balance of life in one of the world's harshest environments. Their existence reminds us of the fragility and tenacity of life, illustrating the profound connections that bind all creatures to their ecosystems. As the dry season gives way to the rains, the cycle of life in the Kalahari continues, showcasing the enduring spirit of survival amidst adversity. Where acacia trees stretch endlessly across the vast open savanna, standing tall sentinels of nature. The Mara River winds its way, a liquid boundary between heaven and earth. Each branch, each whispering cluster of leaves along its banks tells timeless tales of eternity. The Masai Mara, a grand stage for one of Africa's most extraordinary survival dramas. Here, the river is more than just water. It is an arena where every drop carries the weight of life itself. With each passing current, every step, every heartbeat echoes like a drum, as creatures seize each fleeting second in the relentless performance of existence. Welcome to the Masai Mara, where the secrets of Africa's fiercest hunters unfold. The Masai Mara, heart of East Africa, pulses with a steady rhythm, breathing life into its breathtaking landscapes. In this untamed land, towering termite mounds rise like ancient fortresses, standing amidst the grasslands, not just as natural formations, but as watchtowers for patient predators, their eyes locked onto the world below. Here, life is unveiled in every breath, every movement, each second holding the weight of survival. The Mara River carves through the plains like a deep scar, splitting the wilderness into two contrasting worlds. Its waters are more than just a lifeline. They are a battleground, where the line between survival and death is razor thin. Beneath its murky depths, the Nile crocodile waits, a silent assassin, honed by time, with an unrelenting grip and a strike as swift as fate. It crushes all in its path, in the blink of an eye. On the land, lionesses move with the poise of seasoned warriors, masters of the hunt, their every step commanding the savannah. No prey escapes the grasp of the king. Facing them, spotted hyenas gather in ruthless packs, both relentless hunters and nature's cleanup crew. Their eerie laughter echoes across the plains, a chilling challenge that unsettles even their own. Deep in the thickets, the elusive leopard lies in wait, a shadow of silent precision, its ambush executed with deadly grace. And across the vast open plains, the cheetah reigns, its legendary speed turning every chase into an unforgetting pursuit. In the realm of Africa's most formidable hunters, there is no mercy for the weak. Survival belongs only to those strong enough and cunning enough to endure. The expansive Greater Mara ecosystem is a vibrant tapestry of life, seamlessly connecting the Masai Mara National Reserve, the Mara Triangle, and surrounding conservancies. This area, ranging in elevation from 4,900 to over 7,120 feet, presents a multi-layered landscape, sculpted by valleys, rivers, and gently rolling hills. The name Masai Mara originates from the Masai community, nomadic people who have coexisted with this land for centuries. Mara, in their language, means spotted, a poetic reference to the landscape's appearance. Golden savanna grasses interspersed with shrubs and acacia trees, creating scattered patches of color across the endless plains, a unique African masterpiece. The Maasai people have not only lived here, but have also become intrinsically linked to nature, sustaining their nomadic lifestyle with livestock for generations. The Masai Mara is home to over 95 mammal species and 570 bird species. Savanna grasses, shrubs, and iconic acacia trees stand tall, symbolizing resilience amidst the vast African plains. But the Masai Mara is more than just a beautiful landscape. It is the domain of the Big Five: lion, African elephant, black rhino, leopard, and Cape buffalo. These majestic animals, once the targets of trophy hunting, now draw millions of admiring visitors from around the world. Beyond the Big Five, the Big Nine, which includes cheetah, giraffe, impala, and zebra, further enriches the Masai Mara's biodiversity. Beneath the sky, the Mara River winds its way through the savanna like a green ribbon, stretching 245 miles from its source in the Mau Escarpment, meandering through arid lands before flowing into Lake Victoria. The Mara River is the lifeblood of this wild terrain. The alluvial soils and the rich geological makeup of the Mara have given rise to a lush riverside ecosystem. This fertile soil nourishes towering acacia xanthophylla and ficus sycamorus trees, which stand as guardians, stabilizing the land and preventing erosion along the riverbanks. The Mara is not just a river, it is the lifeline and soul of the Masai Mara. Each moment tells a story of survival, transforming this land into a wild paradise where nature's heartbeat never ceases. In this narrative, the Nile crocodile emerges as the undisputed ruler of the Mara River's depths. This colossal predator is a legend in the wildlife world, capable of reaching lengths of up to 23 feet and weighing over 2,200 pounds. As formidable warriors of the aquatic realm, Nile crocodiles are perfectly adapted for precision and power, maintaining their status as the most feared hunters in these waters. According to the IUCN's 2024 report, the largest Nile crocodiles can grow up to 7 meters, about 23 feet, making them the second largest reptile species in the world, surpassed only by the saltwater crocodile. Each hunt is a masterclass in patience and unmatched strength. Under the blazing sun of the Masai Mara, Nile crocodiles are often seen lying motionless along the riverbanks, jaws agape like silent machines. From 9 a.m. to 4 p.m., they bask, absorbing sunlight to regulate their body temperature. When the water temperature drops below 86 degrees Fahrenheit and 30 degrees Celsius, these predators retreat to land, soaking up warmth to recharge for their next hunt. At night, as darkness cloaks the Mara River, the Nile crocodile awakens. Every muscle is wound tight, ready to strike with the precision of a coiled spring. Their four-chambered heart, similar to that of birds, ensures efficient blood oxygenation even during intense, silent movement. Sliding into the water, they become apex predators, striking with swift and deadly accuracy. During the dry seasons, when food is scarce, Nile crocodiles conserve energy by remaining motionless under the sun. Their ectothermic metabolism allows them to survive for months without eating, relying on stored energy to sustain them. When a hunting opportunity arises, they seize it with unparalleled ferocity, swallowing prey up to half their body weight, a rare feast in these parched lands. Their ability to store fat enables them to endure the harshest months, turning each meal into a vital reserve for survival. In the Masai Mara, the Nile crocodile is more than a predator. It is a symbol of resilience, adaptability, and the raw power of nature. The Nile crocodile reigns as the apex predator of its habitat, dominating its territory with few rivals. But can it truly challenge a Cape buffalo, a massive herbivore that can weigh nearly 2,000 pounds? These formidable creatures move in herds, approaching the Mara River with a stately presence, their curved, sharp horns glinting under the sun. Despite the inherent threat posed by crocodiles, Cape buffalo are not easily subdued prey. With only about a 15% success rate when hunting buffalo, crocodiles face a daunting challenge. They often target calves or older, weaker buffalo that have strayed from the herd. However, Cape buffalo are fierce warriors. When ambushed by a crocodile, they don't simply flee. They turn and confront their attacker. Their horns, which can reach up to 89 inches in length, serve as a powerful defense, capable of forcing the crocodile to retreat and abandon its attack.
Standing on top of the
This
crocodile.
defensive strength creates a formidable barrier, reducing the crocodile's hunting success rate to just around 30%. The most intimidating aspect of the Cape buffalo is their sense of unity. If one member of the herd is attacked, the entire group often turns back to counterattack. Using their horns and collective strength, they drive the crocodile away. This response not only increases the survival chances of the attacked buffalo, but also forces the predator to withdraw to avoid injury. This collective power transforms the buffalo herd into an impenetrable fortress, a challenge no enemy can easily breach. Another challenging target for the Nile crocodile is the Masai giraffe, the largest and most iconic giraffe species in the Masai Mara. These giraffes are also the tallest in the world, reaching heights of 18 to 20 feet on average. When a Masai giraffe lowers its head to the Mara River to drink, it must splay its front legs wide and bring its head close to the ground, a vulnerable position that leaves it exposed to a sudden crocodile strike. As a result, Masai giraffes remain constantly alert, dipping their heads to drink for only brief moments, typically between 15 and 30 seconds, to minimize risk. Even in this precarious position, the giraffe is not an easy target. Its powerful front legs can deliver formidable kicks, each generating a force of approximately 4,400 pounds, enough to break bones or cause severe injury to any predator that dares to get too close. Because of this, Nile crocodiles, despite their ferocity, often steer clear of adult giraffes, instead targeting younger or weaker individuals. Beyond their physical strength, Masai giraffes possess exceptional vision and observational skills. Standing tall on their long legs like towering pillars, they scan the water and grasslands with sharp eyes, spotting predators from afar and giving them ample time to react before an attack begins. These defensive tactics make the Masai giraffe one of the most vigilant and difficult prey to catch near the river. The Mara River, a lifeline of the Masai Mara, is also home to one of Africa's most iconic giants, the African bush elephant. As a member of the Big Five and the largest land animal on Earth, these elephants stand up to 13 feet tall and can weigh as much as 15,000 pounds. With their iconic large ears, long tusks, and immense presence, African bush elephants are renowned for their intelligence, long memory, and complex social behaviors. According to a 2023 study published in the Wildlife Ecology Journal, these elephants can learn and remember migration routes, recognize individual members of their herd, and even express emotions such as joy when a new member is born or grief when one passes away. As herds of African bush elephants approach the banks of the Mara River, each step resonates with dominance. These giants claim the shallow waters, where Nile crocodiles, having waited in hunger for months, lie silent, poised for ambush. Yet, with their sheer strength and size, adult elephants are rarely the targets of these predators. However, desperation can sometimes drive a crocodile to act against all odds. It might latch onto an elephant's trunk or tail, the parts closest to the water surface. But this only turns the hunt into a tug of war, where victory inevitably belongs to the elephant. In cases where a crocodile targets a calf or a weakened older elephant, success remains highly unlikely. That's when the protective circle formed by the adult elephants becomes an impenetrable barrier. The females and larger individuals create a sturdy shield, ensuring the safety of the young in these dangerous waters. At the slightest hint of threat, they stomp their massive feet, wield their trunks like formidable weapons, and produce thunderous calls that echo far and wide, intimidating and driving the predator away. Thanks to the herd's tight-knit organization and strong protective instincts, the success rate of crocodile attacks on young elephants at the Mara River is less than 10%. This collective power compels crocodiles to retreat, ensuring that the Masai Mara remains a safe haven for future generations of these majestic creatures. powerful strides of the African bush elephant do more than merely stir the ground around the Mara River. They reshape the landscape itself. As these colossal creatures tear through vegetation and dig into the earth in search of hidden water, they inadvertently create small pools and water channels. These actions function like nature's brushstrokes, enhancing biodiversity by forming new habitats for fish and other aquatic life. According to a 2024 study by the African Ecology Research Center, the water bodies crafted by elephants serve as ideal breeding grounds for Nile crocodiles, providing a safe environment for their eggs against predators. While the presence of elephants may not represent a direct symbiotic relationship, it establishes a subtle connection that quietly shapes the rhythm of the entire ecosystem. Unlike unpredictable prey, the Nile crocodile eagerly anticipates the grand feast that takes place each year from July to October. During this period, the Mara River transforms into a bustling corridor for the Great Migration, the largest movement of herbivores in Africa. Over 1.5 million wildebeest, accompanied by 300,000 zebras and hundreds of thousands of gazelles, leave Tanzania's Serengeti in search of fresh grass and clean water in the Masai Mara. Seasoned predators, the Nile crocodiles, lie in wait, concealed beneath the water surface as the massive herds gather anxiously along the riverbank. When the time comes to cross the fast-flowing waters, panic sets in and the crocodiles seize their opportunity. Mortality rates among the migrating herds can reach 10 to 15%, with many falling victim to the sudden, ruthless ambushes of these ancient reptiles. The crocodile's hunting strategy is simple yet devastatingly effective. Target the weakest prey amidst the chaos and dispatch it with precision. Once caught, the victim is subjected to the legendary death roll, a violent maneuver where the crocodile spins its entire body in the water like a powerful whirlpool. The force is enough to break bones and tear flesh, shredding even the largest prey into smaller, manageable pieces. Despite being solitary hunters, Nile crocodiles in the Masai Mara display remarkable cooperation when the situation demands. Once one initiates an attack, others quickly join, clamping their powerful jaws onto a struggling prey. They take turns spinning and tearing, reducing the carcass into shareable portions. In these frenzied moments, the river transforms into a gruesome banquet, showcasing the terrifying unity of these apex predators. With each meal, a single crocodile can consume up to 50 pounds of meat, storing enough energy to endure the lean months ahead. At the crossing points of the Mara River, Burchell zebras and blue wildebeest face their fate. Hundreds fall victim in this brutal battle for survival, and the river runs red, a stark reminder that only the strong and the lucky make it through. As the Mara River's currents surge, wildebeest plunge in with collective force and unyielding determination. Once the crossing point is identified, the herd storms forward like a relentless tide, their movements synchronized in a powerful surge. Often interspersed with the black and white striped zebras, the chaotic mix makes it difficult for crocodiles to single out a target. If a wildebeest is caught, those nearby immediately accelerate, increasing their speed and vigilance to distance themselves from the predator. Wildebeest also communicate through warning calls, alerting the herd to imminent danger and enhancing their collective survival. In these intense moments, the migration becomes more than just a mobile feast for the Nile crocodiles. It transforms into a formidable test of patience for the predators. Zebras, though fewer in number, serve as pioneers in the migration. They understand that the Mara River is a deadly arena, dominated by lurking crocodiles. Yet they do not cross alone. Instead, they rely on unity, waiting until their numbers swell before making the perilous journey together. This collective approach forms a moving wall of bodies, reducing the chances of any single zebra being singled out. The crossing is a shifting mosaic, each zebra blending into the herd, making it difficult for predators to strike with precision. Lead individuals often guide the way, carefully selecting the safest passage points. With their powerful legs, zebras navigate the shallows, sometimes even trampling over the predators lurking beneath. If one falls victim, the rest seize the moment to escape. Zebras further enhance their survival odds by merging with the vast wildebeest herds. When both species charge into the river together, they create a massive surging force that significantly decreases the likelihood of any single individual being taken by a crocodile's ambush. This relentless battle for survival is not just driven by instinct, but by unity. In the face of danger, zebras become warriors of the migration, forging ahead through the perilous waters of the Mara. Surviving the treacherous Mara River is only the beginning. In the harsh and unforgiving ecosystem of the Mara, other giants lie in wait, ready to strike at any prey that lets its guard down. Even the most fearsome predators are not immune. At times, hunters become the hunted. The relationship between Nile crocodiles and big cats like lions and leopards is one of cautious confrontation. When food is scarce, both are willing to steal from each other, leading to tense standoffs near the water's edge. These encounters are often a battle of intimidation, bared teeth, guttural growls, and calculated movements. However, when a significant size difference exists, posturing can quickly turn into a deadly pursuit. The lion, king of the savannah, reigns as the apex predator on land. Weighing up to 550 pounds, its most distinctive feature, the thick, dark mane, serves not only as a shield against the bites of rivals, but also as a symbol of strength and dominance. A lion pride is more than just a group of animals. It is a highly structured society, typically consisting of 10 to 15 members. Lionesses, slender yet powerful, are the primary hunters, working together with remarkable precision to bring down prey. Meanwhile, the males, though less involved in hunting, play a crucial role in defending the territory and protecting the pride from formidable threats, such as crocodiles and rival predators like hyenas. For lions, every confrontation is more than a test of strength. It is a display of pride, resilience, and survival instinct. And in the endless battle for dominance, only the most cunning and powerful endure. Beyond ungulates, the Nile crocodile also preys on primates like the olive baboon, also known as the Anubis baboon. These baboons live in complex groups called harems, which can number over 150 individuals, functioning like small societies with tightly knit structures. Dominant males lead the group, while females form strong alliances, ensuring the cohesion of the entire troop. The Mara River is both a vital source of life and a dangerous battleground for these primates. As the baboon troop approaches the water's edge, they remain highly alert. Sharp eyes scan every ripple, and ears are tuned to any unusual sounds. The males stand guard like sentinels, ready to sound the alarm at the first sign of trouble. When threatened, the olive baboon emits a loud, booming call that echoes across the riverbanks. The dominant males respond immediately, creating even louder noises and sometimes charging toward nearby areas to distract the predator, clearing a path for the troop to retreat. These tactics showcase not only their unity, but also their intelligent defense strategies. If cornered, baboons do not back down. Adult males can counterattack with their physical strength and agile combat skills. They might leap onto low branches to escape the crocodile's reach, or even throw stones at the predator from above. This behavior demonstrates that baboons are not merely prey. They are warriors of the wild, relying on collective strategy and intelligence to confront even the most formidable predator in the Mara. The sunrise on the African savannah is a breathtaking spectacle that awakens the landscape in a cascade of colors and sounds. As the first light of dawn breaks over the horizon, the sky transforms into a stunning palette of oranges, pinks, and purples, casting a warm glow across the vast expanse of grasslands. The air is crisp and cool, filled with a sense of tranquility as nocturnal creatures retreat to their shelters. The chirping of birds gradually rises, creating a symphony of awakening life. As the sun ascends, its golden rays illuminate the dew-kissed grass, sparkling like diamonds in the early light. The silhouettes of acacia trees stand tall against the horizon, their iconic shapes adding a striking contrast to the vibrant sky. In the distance, herds of wildebeest and zebras begin to stir, their movements more pronounced as they prepare for the day ahead. The gentle rustle of leaves and the soft thuds of hooves on the ground announce the start of a new cycle of life and survival. For many, the sunrise on the African savannah is not just a visual feast, but a reminder of the interconnectedness of life, the beauty of nature, and the enduring cycle of day and night in this extraordinary habitat. This moment of peace and awakening is fleeting, but it sets the stage for the vibrant, sometimes harsh realities of life on the savannah, where survival is a daily challenge amid breathtaking beauty. The lion, often referred to as the king of the savannah. Strength, majesty, and an intricate social structure that defines its journey to dominance. This journey is not merely a transition from cub to adult, but a complex narrative woven through challenges, survival, and the intricate dynamics of pride life. The lion journey begins at birth, where cubs emerge into a world that is both nurturing and perilous. Typically born in litters of 2 to 4, vulnerable creatures rely entirely on their mother for sustenance and protection during their early weeks. The lioness, as the primary caregiver, instills essential survival skills in her young. Through playful interactions with their siblings and guided experiences, cubs learn the importance of social bonds and the foundational skills needed for hunting and defense. This formative stage sets the groundwork for their future roles within the pride. As cubs mature, they become acutely aware of their place within the pride's complex social hierarchy. Lions tend to remain in their natal pride, while young males face a pivotal moment in their development. Typically around the ages of 2 to 3, male lions are driven by dominant males, prompting a quest for independence. This separation, while daunting, is crucial for avoiding inbreeding and for the establishment of new territories. Young males observe the older males within the pride, learning the nuances of leadership, hunting techniques, and social interactions. These lessons are vital as they prepare them for the challenges that lie ahead. The transition from dependency to independence is fraught with challenges. After leaving their pride, young males embark on a wandering journey that can last for several years. This phase of life is marked by uncertainty as they must navigate the dangers of the savannah. They encounter rival males, face scarcity of prey, and endure the harsh realities of the environment. During this time, they engage in skirmishes and confrontations with other lions, honing their combat skills and establishing their presence. Such experiences are critical as they prepare for the eventual battle for territory and dominance. The culmination of a male lion's journey often occurs when he successfully defeats the resident males of a pride, allowing him to claim it as his own. This moment is not just a personal victory. It is a transformative experience that demands both physical prowess and strategic acumen. Upon assuming leadership, the male enters a new role: protector, provider, and mate. He must safeguard the pride against rival challengers and establish dominance over the territory. In fulfilling this role, he embodies the responsibility of leadership, balancing aggression with the need for cooperation among pride members. The lion journey to becoming the king of the savannah is a profound narrative of resilience, competition, and the intricate dynamics of pride life. From the innocent play of cubs to the fierce battles for dominance, each stage of this journey reflects the harsh realities of survival in the wild. As apex predators, lions not only symbolize power and majesty, but also embody the complexities of social structures in the animal kingdom. Their role as kings of the savannah is a testament to their strength, adaptability, and the relentless pursuit of survival in an ever-changing ecosystem. Known for their adaptability and solitary nature, leopards are some of the most versatile big cats, capable of thriving in diverse environments. During the dry season in the Kalahari, these majestic felines face distinct challenges and exhibit remarkable behaviors that highlight their resilience and adaptability. Hunting is a critical aspect of a leopard's life, and during the dry season, the availability and behavior of prey species dictate their hunting strategies. Leopards are opportunistic feeders, preying on a wide range of animals, including antelopes, warthogs, birds, and smaller mammals. In the Kalahari, common prey includes springbok, impala, and duikers, all of which may become more challenging to hunt as the dry season progresses. As water sources become scarce, prey animals often congregate around the few remaining water holes, making them more accessible for leopards. However, this increased competition for limited resources can lead to heightened vigilance among prey species. Leopards employ stealth and patience as they stalk their quarry, using their spotted coats to blend into the surroundings. Their exceptional climbing abilities also allow them to ambush prey from trees, a strategy that can be especially effective in the dry season when prey is more concentrated around water sources. During the dry season, hunting becomes critical for survival, as leopards must not only feed themselves, but also, if they are mothers, provide for their cubs. The success of a hunt can determine a leopard's ability to sustain itself and its young in a harsh environment. Leopards tend to hunt more frequently during cooler parts of the day or at night, capitalizing on lower temperatures to conserve energy while increasing their chances of catching prey unawares. Leopards are solitary animals, with both males and females maintaining large territories that they patrol and defend against intruders. During the dry season, the marking of territory becomes increasingly important as competition for resources heightens. Male leopards often have larger territories than females, and they may range over vast distances to ensure access to food and mating opportunities. Surviving in the Kalahari's dry season requires significant adaptations from leopards. Their physiology is well suited for a life of stealth and ambush, with powerful muscles, sharp retractable claws, and keen senses. However, to thrive in this arid environment, leopards have also developed behaviors and physiological traits that allow them to cope with extreme temperatures and scarce water resources. Leopards possess excellent climbing abilities, often retreating to trees where they can evade danger and store kills away from other predators. This behavior becomes particularly important during the dry season when competition for food increases. By hoisting their kills into the branches of trees, leopards not only keep their prey safe from scavengers, but also reduce their own risk of confrontation. While they primarily hunt ungulates, they can switch to feeding on smaller mammals or birds when larger prey is scarce. This dietary flexibility allows leopards to exploit various food sources, ensuring their survival even in challenging conditions. Leopards play a crucial role in the Kalahari ecosystem as apex predators. By controlling populations of herbivores such as springbok and impala, leopards ensure that vegetation remains healthy and resilient, which is vital for the overall health of the ecosystem. The presence of leopards can lead herbivores to modify their foraging patterns and habits, contributing to the complex web of interactions that define the Kalahari Desert ecosystem. The Kalahari Desert, often characterized by its vast arid landscapes and seasonal variability, serves as a unique habitat for a variety of wildlife, including the fastest land animal on Earth, the cheetah. Unlike lions, which thrive in social structures, cheetahs are known for their solitary or small group lifestyles, relying on their exceptional speed and agility to hunt. Hunting is a critical aspect of a cheetah's life, and during the dry season, the availability and behavior of prey species become particularly significant. Common prey for cheetahs in the Kalahari includes small to medium-sized ungulates, such as springbok, impala, and gazelles. During the dry season, as water sources become limited, herbivores may migrate in search of food and hydration, which can directly impact the hunting strategies of cheetahs. Cheetahs are renowned for their incredible speed, capable of reaching up to 97 kilometers per hour in short bursts. This speed is a crucial asset during hunts, especially in the open plains of the Kalahari. During the dry season, cheetahs often rely on their keen eyesight to spot potential prey from a distance. They use their unique adaptations, long legs, a lightweight body, and a flexible spine to execute precise and rapid chases. However, their hunting success depends on their ability to close in on prey without being detected. The dry season presents both opportunities and challenges for hunting. With vegetation sparse, prey animals are more visible, making them easier targets. However, as water sources dwindle, prey may become more vigilant, increasing the difficulty of successful hunts. Cheetahs tend to use a strategy of stealth and speed, stalking their prey to within a short distance before launching a high-speed chase. The cheetah's unique hunting style, which includes a combination of sprinting and sharp turns, allows it to outmaneuver prey that relies on endurance rather than speed. While cheetahs are generally solitary animals, their social structures are more flexible compared to those of lions. Female cheetahs typically raise their cubs alone, teaching them essential hunting skills and survival techniques. During the dry season, the mother's role becomes critical, as resources become scarce. She must balance the need to hunt for food with the need to protect her cubs from potential threats, including larger predators like lions and hyenas. Male cheetahs, on the other hand, may form small groups known as coalitions, usually consisting of brothers. These coalitions can enhance hunting success and provide protection against rival males. During the dry season, coalition males may establish larger territories to secure access to resources and mates. Their territorial behaviors become more pronounced as they defend their turf against potential intruders. The dynamics of social behavior in cheetahs during the dry season illustrate their adaptability to environmental pressures. Surviving the Kalahari's dry season requires cheetahs to exhibit remarkable adaptations to cope with extreme temperatures and limited water availability. The cheetah's physiology is tailored for speed and agility, but it also has adaptations that help it survive in arid conditions. Their light-colored coats provide camouflage in the sandy environment, aiding in stalking prey. Moreover, cheetahs have large nasal passages and lungs that enable efficient oxygen intake during high-speed chases, an essential trait for their hunting lifestyle. In the dry season, water becomes a critical concern for all desert-dwelling animals, including cheetahs. Cheetahs are highly adaptable and can survive for extended periods without direct water intake, obtaining necessary hydration from the moisture in their prey. However, as conditions worsen, they may have to travel farther in search of water sources, which can increase the energy expenditure required for survival. Cheetahs play a vital role in the Kalahari ecosystem as apex predators. Their hunting activities help regulate prey populations, preventing overgrazing and promoting biodiversity within the habitat. By controlling populations of herbivores such as springbok and gazelles, cheetahs contribute to the overall health of the ecosystem, ensuring that resources remain balanced. The majestic oryx, a symbol of resilience in the desert. In the arid landscapes of Namibia, where the sun beats down relentlessly and the earth is painted in hues of ochre and gold, the oryx stands as a testament to nature's resilience and beauty. With its striking appearance and remarkable adaptations, the oryx embodies the spirit of survival in one of the world's harshest environments. The oryx, particularly the desert oryx, is a magnificent creature characterized by its long, straight horns that can reach lengths of up to 90 centimeters. These horns, sharp as blades, curve gracefully backward from its head, resembling elegant swords poised for defense. The oryx's coat is a stunning blend of sandy beige and white, providing perfect camouflage against the desert sands. Dark, contrasting markings that run across its face add a touch of distinction, while its large, expressive eyes reflect an intelligence and alertness vital for survival in its unforgiving habitat. Standing tall at around 1.2 meters at the shoulder, the oryx's muscular build is designed for endurance. Its long legs enable swift movement across the vast expanses of the desert, while its hooves are uniquely adapted for traversing a variety of terrains, from soft sand to rocky outcrops. It is a creature built for both grace and power, embodying the duality of beauty and strength that defines the natural world. The oryx predominantly inhabits the Namib Desert, along with semi-arid regions and sparse grasslands. This habitat, characterized by extreme temperatures and limited water sources, demands resilience and adaptability. Oryxes are known for their remarkable ability to go for extended periods without drinking. They obtain moisture from the vegetation they consume, such as grasses, leaves, and succulent plants. This adaptation is a critical survival strategy, allowing them to thrive where other species might falter. Socially, oryxes are generally found in small herds, often consisting of females and their young, led by a dominant male. These herds are a critical support system, enabling them to watch for predators and share information about food and water sources. The dynamics within these groups illustrate the oryx's social intelligence, as they communicate through a series of vocalizations and body language, enhancing their chances of survival in the wild. The oryx stands as a majestic emblem of resilience, embodying the harsh beauty of the Namib Desert. With its striking appearance, remarkable adaptations, and deep cultural significance, the oryx captivates the hearts of those who encounter it. In a world where survival often hinges on the smallest of adaptations, the oryx teaches us about the incredible capabilities of life to endure, thrive, and inspire amidst adversity. As we continue to explore and appreciate the wonders of our natural world, let us remember the oryx, a true marvel of evolution and a symbol of the indomitable spirit of nature.